In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college football games happening on November 9, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college football games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Buffalo versus Central Michigan. The Buffalo Bulls will be heading to Kelly Short Stadium on Wednesday night as they take on the Central Michigan Chippewas in a Mid-American Conference matchup. The Bulls are 5-4 so far and are coming off of a 45-24 road loss against the Ohio Bobcats last Tuesday. The Chippewas are struggling this season as they are 3-6 this year and are coming off a 35-22 road victory against the Northern Illinois Huskies on Wednesday. Buffalo is 5-1 against the spread in their last 7 games and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 Wednesday games. The over is 19-6 in Buffalo's last, the 26th of November games. Central Michigan is 14-1 against the spread in their last 16 Wednesday games and 0-3 against the spread in their last 4 home games. The under is 5-2 in Central Michigan's last 7 games. The favorite is 4-0 against the spread in these 2 teams' last 4 head-to-head meetings. Wednesday's action features another triple header. Included in that slate are the Buffalo Bulls on the road at Central Michigan. If you have trouble keeping up with your directional Michigan schools, the Chippewas are the ones who are usually the best of the 3, finishing 9-4 last season. This year, however, the Chips have struggled, coming into the game as 2-3 in the Mid-American Conference and 3-6 overall. Although they beat Northern Illinois last week, their only other conference win came against last-place Akron. Buffalo, by contrast, comes in at 4-1 in the conference, including a win over frontrunner Toledo. The Bulls fell last week at Ohio, however, dropping them into a 3-way tie in their half of the conference. These 2 teams are actually fairly similar. Both run balanced attacks, and both are very average defensively. Buffalo likes to run the ball effectively and play off of that run game. Their problem last week at Ohio was that they were entirely unable to get the ground game going. They mustered only 22 yards on the ground, and they were forced to throw an uncomfortable 49 times. Most of their previous outings have featured a 100-yard rusher. For Buffalo, this is likely the key to the game. If they run the ball effectively, they likely win, and the Chippewas are not particularly adept at stopping the run. Central Michigan both ran and threw for over 200 yards in last week's win at Northern Illinois, and it is not uncommon for the Chips to run for as much yardage as they throw. Their path to success is similar to Buffalo's: win the ground game and throw off of that ground attack. In the end, I think Buffalo is the better team. I believe that Buffalo is more likely to execute on offense, and the Buffalo defense should be able to slow down the rushing attack of the Chippewas enough to make the difference in the game. It matters that the game is at Central Michigan, but it is noteworthy that the Chips have played poorly at home so far, as they are 1-3 at home, and the losses haven't been to the good teams, while Buffalo has been 3-3 on the road. The Bulls will keep it rolling, so the Buffalo Bulls to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Bulls are averaging 30 points per game and 30 points per game on the road. They averaged 30 points per game in their last 3 games against the Chippewas. With Central Michigan giving up 29 points per game, the Bulls will hit their average in this game. The Chippewas are averaging 26 and 25 points per game at home. They averaged 32 points per game in their last 3 games against the Bulls. The Bulls and Chippewas played over the total in their last 3 meetings. With Buffalo giving up 27 points per game, the Chippewas will score enough points to push the score past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Kent State versus Bowling Green. This Wednesday, the Kent State Golden Flashes will travel to Bowling Green to take on the Bowling Green Falcons. The last time that these 2 teams matched up, the Kent State Golden Flashes won 27-20. The Golden Flashes are coming into this one after dropping their previous game to Ball State. They lost 27-20 as their offense couldn't score enough points to get them the win. They will have to be better with the ball in their hands if they want to take down the Falcons on the road. The Bowling Green Falcons are entering this one after taking down the Western Michigan Broncos 13-9. The Falcons' defense stepped up big time in that last matchup as they only surrendered 191 passing yards. Their secondary will have to show up again in this one if they want to challenge the Golden Flashes at home. Kent State is 10-4 against the spread in their last 14 in November and 4-11 against the spread in their last 15 road games. The Flashes are 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 overall. Meanwhile, the Falcons are 11-27 against the spread in their last 38 at home and 1-4 against the spread versus a team with a losing record. Bowling Green is 2-9 against the spread in their last 11 in November. The Falcons have won 3 of their last 4 contests against Mid-American Conference competition when they don't have to travel, including 2 in a row. Add in the fact that their improving defense shouldn't have much trouble operating against a stagnant Kent State offense. The Golden Flashes are averaging just 20 points per game on the road this season and have yet to secure a victory when they have played away from home. The Kent State Golden Flashes are favored in this game, and I do not understand why that is at this point, as the Bowling Green Falcons are the better team. These defenses have been on 2 completely different levels in their previous 3 games, as Kent State is giving up 35 points per game while Bowling Green is allowing 13 points per game in that same stretch. Kent State is not kicking very well as they are just 1-3 of 2-1, including 6 of 1-1 from 40 to 49 yards, while Bowling Green is 8 for 1-0 overall at field goal attempts. The Golden Flashes have failed to cover in each of their last 6 conference games, so the Bowling Green to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Neither team has been doing too well on stopping the run, as the Golden Flashes are allowing 170.1 rushing yards per game while the Falcons are giving up 157.1 rushing yards per game. So that means they are going to take down the clock as they are dominating and making things a bit tougher. These offenses are not producing enough points in order to expect this number to be within reach, as Kent State is averaging 27 points per game in their last 4 games while Bowling Green is scoring 18 points per game in that same stretch. The under is 4-1 in the last 6 Golden Flashes games, as well as in 27 of the previous 37 home games versus a team with a losing road record. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Northern Illinois versus Western Michigan. We're into the month of November, and you know what that means. Thanksgiving is just around the corner for those in the United States, and midweek action from the Mid-American Conference on the gridiron. The Northern Illinois Huskies make the short trip to the Great Lakes State as they face the Western Michigan Broncos Wednesday night. Northern Illinois comes in off a 35-22 home loss to Central Michigan last Wednesday, losing outright as a 4.5-point favorite. Western Michigan fell 13-9 at Bowling Green last Wednesday, though they did manage to cover as a 5-point underdog. In the all-time regular season series between the teams, the Broncos own a 26-20 advantage and have won the last 2 meetings. That includes a 42-21 road victory in the most recent matchup on November 23, 2021. Northern Illinois is 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games. Western Michigan is 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team with a losing record. The underdog is 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings played between Western Michigan and Northern Illinois. The Huskies have a solid running game, with Whaley sneaking up on 700 rushing yards on the season and earning 5 touchdowns. In addition, the Huskies have Cole Tucker downfield running routes, and the Broncos will struggle covering him. Tucker has 572 yards and 3 touchdowns on the season. With the playstyle very balanced between their rushing and passing options, the Huskies come into this matchup with a small advantage. Whaley will be a great option to gain first downs, allowing Hampton and Tucker to add some points to the board in the air. The Western Michigan pass rush will challenge the air attack, but the ground game will allow them to counter that. Northern Illinois will break its losing streak with its balanced gameplay, so the Northern Illinois to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Northern Illinois has gone over the mark in 7 of their 9 games this season, no doubt helped by their lack of defensive stops. The Huskies have seen the over go just 3-2 in their 5 road contests this season, and they stayed under the mark in their last 2 road games at Eastern Michigan and Ohio. Western Michigan has stayed under the number in 6 of their 9 contests, as they have had issues moving the ball effectively. Their 4 home games have been split evenly in regard to the total. The last 10 meetings between these teams have split down the middle in relation to the total, but it's hard to see Central Michigan piling up enough points to push this past the total mark if they want to try and win the game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video. whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.